"Fall back," whispered Scruffy, "and pass the word to the others." The silly cars giggled. But Oliver knew what to do. There was plenty of sand on the rails, and his wheels gripped splendidly. He gave a great heave. Groaned Scruffy. "I don't like this." "Go on," yelled Duck.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm going to be showing you my Tomy Thomas the Train collection there. So first off, we have Hero. He's in a pretty good condition, but his tender's got a little scratch. And the stickers are kind of peeling off, and one of his side rods are missing. But he runs really well. So yeah. Now we have Flynn. And he's the Trackmaster 2. I'm going to be showing a few Trackmaster 2s that I have. This one's in really nice condition, and he works really well. The motor's pretty quiet. So, now we have Stepney. And Stepney's one of my broken engines, I would say. He's got a missing side rod, and his motor doesn't really run that well. And sometimes his motor won't even turn on. So yeah, yeah. I'm going to be planning on getting a new one though, but for right now, it's perfect. Now we have a Gordon, and this Gordon is the only one I have, and it's a very broken one. And the back does not connect, the tender does not connect to the engine, and I guess I ripped it out as a kid, and the tender doesn't work even though I have a battery in it, and then I painted the eyebrows on him because he did not have them when I found him. Which kind of sucks. I took off his traction tires to put on a new engine. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get this guy fixed or get a new one. Next up, we have my shell of Percy. And this Percy is really nice, and I'm pretty sure it works very well. But I have him, I would say, broken up right now into pieces because I'm using his motor for somebody else and his wheels for somebody else because one of my engines doesn't work the best. So yeah, now we have Dennis, and Dennis is one of my really good ones. He's perfect in every way. He runs really good, but stickers are perfect, but there's one buffer that's just broken off, and it's kind of not the greatest, but otherwise everyone's really good. And my next one is Molly, and I just got Molly recently. She's a really nice model, and I would say the only issue I have with her is a little scratch on the tender, and also the engine doesn't really, it runs well, but it doesn't really have traction, so it can't really drag any trucks, which kind of sucks. Now we have Mavis, and Mavis is a really good condition, and I would say that she's probably one of my favorites. The motor's really quiet, and I don't know probably not going to be showing the dates on these a lot also. Next up is Arthur. And Arthur has that traction problem that I was talking about. That's why I used Hershey's parts for him. And I gotta figure out what's wrong with him because he's in perfect condition, but his motor just doesn't like to work that well. And he runs good, he just doesn't have that much traction. My next one is Spencer. And Spencer's got a lot of scratches on his face and a few bumps and dents. And I'm planning on getting a new one of him as well. I want the Tomy version. I believe this is a Plarail version. Or the Trackmaster. And he works really well. Because I would say there's so many bumps and scratches on him that I would like to know. Next, we have one of my Trackmaster Thomases. This one's in a really good condition, and I believe it works pretty well as well. Next up, we have my Thomas from Trackmaster, I believe. And this is right after the CGI era. And I think, yes, it's got the CGI face with the Model Series body. And the traction tires are pretty weak, and he runs kind of slow. But he's pretty strong. He's in nice condition. Next up, we have my Ben. And my Ben is in really good condition. It's from 1999, and he works really well. I would say he's my strongest, probably. But yeah. Next, we have Duck. And Duck is not in the greatest condition. I have got the one from the shaving cream episode. But the back lifts up. There's a lot of dents and scratches. His stickers aren't really the greatest, and the lever's broken off. Or the switch. And I have a AA battery in here right now. And he goes really slow, but when I put it in the middle, he goes fast. For some reason. And I'll have to figure that out why. But yeah, that's what's up. Next up, we have Neville. And Neville is in a really nice condition. I think I bought Neville maybe 6 years ago. He runs kind of slow, but he's got really good motor. And his tender's pretty nice. There's not really that many dents or scratches. His eyebrows are coming off a little bit. And his buffers are a little bit decolored, but yeah. Next, we have another one of my Trackmaster 2 Thomases. And this one has a little bit of a factory error, if you can see. It's got a white line. It's not really that visible in the camera, but if you guys can see it. So yeah. And he's in pretty good condition. He runs a little slower. Oh yeah, I forgot to put batteries in it. But he runs a little slower than the other one, but yeah. This one's pretty nice. Next up we have Diesel 10. And Diesel 10 is in terrible condition, I would say. His face is really scratched, and some of his molds are coming off his paint. Everything's not the greatest about him, but he runs right. So yeah. Next up we got Fearless Freddy. And Fearless Freddy is one of my older ones. I think this is probably one of the first that I've ever gotten. And all of his decals are kind of like they're coming off, kind of. But it works not the greatest. He's got a clicking problem. And I gotta figure that out about him. But otherwise, it's good. Next we have my Tomy Thomas. And my Tomy Thomas is in pretty good condition, I would say. And I put new traction tires on and I took them off from that Warden model that I showed. His buffers are a little scratched, and I would say this decal should be replaced, but the motor runs pretty good. But yeah. My next model is a Tomy Donald. And my Tomy Donalds are really nice. My Douglas and Donald, I took both Donalds. But this one's really, really good condition. I believe this is like my earliest one from my childhood. This is like the last one I got before I stopped collecting. And I would say the motor runs perfectly fine. It's a little loud, but yeah. Next up we have my Plarail Douglas. And my Plarail Douglas is kind of the same with my Donald. It's one of my earlier models as a child. And I really wanted a Tomy Douglas, but I couldn't get one, so I decided to get a Tomy Donald. And I'll probably try to get a Tomy Douglas, but they go for a lot. So I'll just have to play with my Trackmaster one. And he runs really well. So yeah. And my last but not least is my Skarloey. And my Skarloey is pretty beat up, I would say. Most of the window decals are gone. I think all of them actually are. And his buffers are not the greatest. His stickers are kind of getting scratched off. But yeah, he's in pretty nice condition. His motor's really nice, but he just doesn't want to work for me right now. I believe if I shake him around a little. There we go. But when I put his top back on, it doesn't seem to want to move. So yeah. And thank you all for watching today's video. I'll be back with a few unboxings, finding some new Tomy engines, and probably going to be unboxing some troublesome trucks that I get soon. So yeah, peace.